All right. Are you guys ready to start the show?
Yes.
Have you pushed record already?
Is it? Yes, I already did.
This is what we do.
So we started, right? Oh.
Yeah.
No, but
Okay, we actually go through an intro. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah,
You're a guest here.
Be
Our
our guest.
In the Disney movie?
Yes, the Beauty and the Beast. Duh.
I hate that shit.
Oh my God.
All right. I think we should start the show now.
Wow.
I didn't like it.
I think we should start the show now. You didn't like you know what? We can get into it. We can get into it.
Yeah, we can do it.
All right. Hey guys.
Hey everyone.
What is happening?
What's poppin'?
Episode 17 in the building.
Yes.
I'm your girl Sierra T.
And I'm your girl Sherelle B.
And this is Headwraps and Lipsticks, the podcast.
Where we wrap the culture up in color.
As you guys can see, we have a guest or whatever.
And we did tell y'all last week. We did announce it last week. We did. No shockers there.
What'd I do, man? What'd I do to you?
We did. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Yes.
To everybody.
Please.
My name is Gavin Boulware. I'm a photographer, and one of the hosts hates me, so.
Gavin likes to gaslight us, okay? And he like to say a lot of smack talk up under his breath.
Okay.
But he don't be keeping that same energy.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Okay, so if I end up putting him in a headlock before the end of the show,
I just think that needs to happen.
He deserved it.
We friends, though.
No, I'm friends. I'm friends with Karina. Like that's my girl. Like
She don't even know you.
what you mean?
And you from Philly. Nobody don't.
Whatever. I love Karina. She's my friend. Unlike you.
Philly's the hood.
Anywho, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Again, a second time.
This is the
I am
second
glad
time.
to be here.
Yeah, again?
Yeah.
were
I had
here.
fun last time, for real, for real.
Was that season 3?
Yeah.
Season 3.
Yes.
I had a lot of fun with y'all.
Yeah, we would love to be on your show.
We setting it up. Seriously, we're going to set that up. Like today.
Yeah. All right.
I got
Okay.
you.
All right.
Okay. I'm gonna hold you to
We
task
have availability.
Too. Okay.
Absolutely.
Before we get started, we got some announcements. We will not have an episode next week. We're going on vacation. So, just rewind this one back.
Wow, please. Yeah, actually. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, do that for us, please.
Rewind it back. Follow us on TikTok.
Yeah.
Make sure you follow us on social media because we will be posting while we're on the beach of Mako.
Mako.
Getting a good old tan.
I'm sorry.
Wait. You know what? It's okay.
I'm
It's
sorry.
okay.
Y'all need a vacation. I can tell right now y'all need
Gonna
one.
be getting these good old tans. Sis gonna be reading some books on the beach.
Reading.
I guess.
That's good, though. Vacation is good.
It's necessary.
Especially for this.
I think everyone this year deserves a vacation. Because last year, seriously, I think everyone does. I don't care if you just go to Myrtle Beach. I would want you to do better. But if that's where you can go, if you can even go to Lake Norman, go. Just get away from your
Dirty
regular
Myrtle.
place.
And don't go to Lake Lanier.
Oh yeah, don't go
Where's that
there.
at?
Bad things happen.
That's in Atlanta. Where all them people.
Oh, is
Don't
that
go-
in Atlanta?
Yes, Lake Lanier is in Atlanta, and that's where all those people always die at that lake.
Yeah.
Where Usher's stepson had died.
Yeah.
Every summer, people die at that lake.
I didn't know that was in Atlanta.
But it was it's a lake built over an old black community where they kicked all the old black people out or whatever. All the people, yeah.
Oh.
So that lake is haunted.
She just got dark.
Yeah. Anyway, so Gavin, since you are our guest today,
Okay.
tell us.
That made me very sad.
What? I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I'm sorry.
Start
I
over.
was giving y'all some history.
No, I'm appreciative of this.
I'm not.
What can't you wrap your head around?
I can't wrap my head around pretty girl privilege in photography.
Oh.
Oh wow, we just starting off right away. Huh?
Yeah, I can't stand
We're
it.
going
I
right
can't get
in.
it. I don't get it. Especially towards me. I'm married.
Right.
So I don't get it, but
Please explain.
So pretty girl privilege is when a girl, all right, I'm not going to say all women because this is I'm not getting kicked off in the first 5 minutes.
Right. You don't want to do
But
that.
the point is this. Sometimes women sauce up men a certain way. They flirt to get, maybe they're going to cut the line to sit down in the club, to get a free drink, whatever. I encourage that.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I encourage my wife when she goes out to not pay for anything if I'm not there. So I encourage that.
Nice.
So let me put it like this. So what happens is with photography, they'll sauce you up. It's like, oh, okay, yeah, like, oh, hey, how you doing? Your work is great. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, okay, thank you. Then it's like, oh my gosh, we should work together. And they give you this stuff. And then they don't expect an invoice because, well, I'm pretty. I get it. I get my way. And so they think they going to sauce you up. And I'm like,
Okay.
yo, I'm not him.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Like, I'm not doing that. No, I need my money. I need my money. I'm having a kid, so.
So here's my question, Gavin, because you've been doing photography for a while now. Why are you even still entertaining these people?
Because when they write me, I'm like, oh, this might work. Okay, yeah, we can.
Are they emailing you or DMing you?
Both.
Oh, okay.
Mostly it's the DMs.
Oh yeah,
so I laugh at those, but like I can't stand the pretty girl privilege, and then I can't stand the dudes who like they be trying to scam and then come to do shoots so they can scam. I don't like that either. I can't wrap my head around none of that.
Dang.
Oh, see, I don't really deal with that, but you shoot more models than I do, so
yeah, don't even worry about them.
Yeah, no.
Scratch that.
Yeah, no, scratch it. Oh, models isn't where it's at no more because they broke and they ain't got no money. I understand.
Yeah, I've been told you that. Ben told you that. They be sleeping on couches.
Yo,
Okay, but maybe it's a futon.
No.
At least they got somewhere to sleep.
I took pictures of one model who told me like, yo, I'm like, we was outside of her apartment where I thought it was, and she was like, I'm only dating him because I need somewhere to stay. And they broke up like the next week, and I think she had to go back home. But she was like trying to couch surf for a minute, and it didn't work. Shout out to her.
No.
Oh no.
She a Trump supporter, so I don't.
Oh.
Wow.
It's cool though.
You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes.
Honestly.
Huh?
Yikes.
I like that.
You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. Yes. Yes.
I might need to write that down.
You should.
That's crazy.
Just give credit. All right, sis. What can you wrap your head around?
I can't.
I'm already ready.
I can't wrap my head around. I can't wrap my head around the New York Knicks right now.
Absolutely.
Ooh, child.
I am still a diehard Knicks fan.
That sucks.
Excuse me. I am still a diehard Knicks fan, but I can't wrap my head around the momentum that they gave me game 1. Now we're getting ready to go into game 4, right? Yeah. And it's not looking too good for us. So I need them to get it together.
Y'all might be going to game 5.
Excuse me. What? Is it game 5?
I think it's 5 because they up 3-1, if I'm not mistaken.
Who's up 3?
Atlanta.
But that's okay. But
not.
But I need them to get it together because I'm not about to deal with Miss Stephanie.
Oh, you absolutely are.
I'm not.
My mom is a Sixers fan.
I'm not.
And she called us all weekend to taunt the Burts about.
I'm not doing this.
And ask for their condolences.
I'm off.
My mom is a big sports fan.
I'm not doing it with her. I refuse. And I need them to get it together. But I know it's okay, because the Warriors were up 3 and they lost the whole title. So things happen. Things do happen. Remember that?
But LeBron was on the other team.
Don't matter. They were up. Steph Curry was on that team too. They were the current champs, and they still lost.
She hit me.
She did.
You know what? And I don't mean to be
They
rude.
lost.
The Knicks might be the most embarrassing franchise of all time.
Ayo.
I mean,
Do
Across
you
all
want to
sports.
leave?
I'm sorry.
Do you want
Let
to
me tell you why I say
leave?
that. And I don't mean that like disrespectfully. I say, don't people put comma respectfully at the end of like tweets and shit?
What you gotta say?
Like, I'm saying this as respectful as I can. They really might be the most embarrassed. They have the most money, the biggest market. They have, you know what I'm saying, you got the Garden, you got Spike Lee there, and they have not done anything in like 40 years.
Spike Lee's a film director, not a basketball
I know, but
coach.
you go to a Charlotte game, who on the floor? Me?
maybe.
I've been on the floor.
See?
This game.
Look, so
But I was there to watch
But
the
we
Knicks.
don't have like none of the celebrities. We don't have the market. You know what I'm saying?
But
like,
we're the mecca of basketball.
Yeah, but I mean, for the last 4 years.
Without the Knicks, who's your team?
I'm a Hornets fan, but I'm a KD fan.
So the Hornets are at home watching us in the playoffs?
The Hornets have
cool.
The Hornets have achieved more than the Knicks in the last.
Remember
50
that
years.
Bobcat stage y'all went through? That
was an accident.
ugly ass colors.
That's not past.
But they're at home watching us in the playoffs. All right, cool.
Compared
Sis, what can't you
gotta look at it.
What can't you rep your? They're at home.
I'm a Sixers fan. I hear we're
somewhere-
doing great. Go Sixers.
The Hornets somewhere on Trade Street watching us in the playoffs.
I love Trade Street.
They somewhere downtown watching us.
It's all good, man. I'm just saying. You from New York?
Can you not tell?
I'm playing. I know she from New York.
Can you not tell? Is it not obvious?
Sis, what can't you wrap your head around?
So mine is a response to all of the TikTok messages and comments we've been getting on our last video.
Oh yes, please
clap to
serve.
So last week, we talked about how we think it is a disease for women to propose to men. And we stand by that. If you are mad, be mad at your mama for proposing to your father.
Oh my God.
That has nothing to do with us.
Wow.
Now, people, you are allowed to like have your opinion, right? But what you're not gonna do is talk crazy to us. So I have been hitting block. I've been having to block people on TikTok because you're getting out of line. If you want to propose to your man who ain't done nothing for you, that's fine.
Oh my God,
that's fine. Okay, but what we're saying is like you look ridiculous, and if you're cool with looking ridiculous, if you love it, I like it.
That's that Philly coming out.
That ain't got nothing to do with us.
So I got two things to say.
I knew he was gonna go ahead.
You want the serious one or the funniest?
I want both of them.
Oh, well, which one you want first? Serious?
Let's go serious. Let's do serious.
Well, seriously, like, it is disgusting. Like when you have an opinion, you put videos out there, and people literally DM you like mean, rude, hateful.
Yeah.
People have been calling us stupid. Oh. And somebody was like, "Y'all don't pass the vibe." And I'm like, "Okay, well, whatever, girl. Propose to your man if you feel like it."
I was about to call you bruh. Bruh, let me tell you something. Like sometimes my YouTube comments be so rude. I just have to delete them because I'm like me, and I don't want my co-host to see it, and like people be going in, but it is like super, super disgusting. So I'm sorry y'all have to deal with that, but that means y'all are really reaching people too.
Yeah.
Now the funny part is, what's wrong with women proposing?
What's right
Equality.
With it? What's right with it?
Equality.
Would you have accepted if Karina proposed to you?
No, that's a whole different subject.
No.
It's the same subject.
He is a married man, y'all. He is a married man with a baby on the way. Would you be okay?
I would not.
Exactly. That's it. That's
absolutely not.
That's it. Because it looks crazy.
It looks nuts though.
Y'all be over there like, it don't even look right. It's not the same effect. Like, it's very ghetto. It's very tacky.
Well, my thing is, who did she ask?
It was like several videos.
Yeah.
I'm saying like, me and we go ask the woman's father, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, I get what
Who
you're
is
saying.
she asking?
His mother.
And you telling
his
me
other baby mamas.
His boys.
Okay.
You think Tyrone would be cool if I proposed?
I mean,
like, my thing is, when you tell them like, "Hey, I'm thinking about proposing," nobody say no. That means they okayed it, and you thought it was cool enough to like follow through with it, but no.
But that's the thing. Like when we talked about it last week, it was like two instances where one instance, it was like all her girls, they had a banner. They had a banner and everything. It was like, "Will you marry?"
They encouraged this.
They encouraged it. Like the girl was in a dress, got on a knee, like got on her knee, and was like, "Propose to me." I was like, "Yo, this is wild to me."
No.
Like, no.
I respect it.
No, I don't.
Absolutely not.
I do not.
No,
I don't respect it.
So
Equality.
we said what we said.
Equality.
We said equality for equal paying jobs, leaving our uteruses alone, things like that.
Yeah.
Proposing to men, like stuff that's in the Constitution, shit like that. But proposing to men, no, unacceptable. It's just like French tips, unacceptable.
I like those back in the day.
There you go. Back in the day.
I like that.
Back in the day.
But now they got the little Starburst color like under the like, it don't even be like the natural color. It's like pinkish now. I don't know. Don't worry about it. It's the Starburst, the pink Starburst. It looked like that. And
very
then they put a French tip on
1995.
But I was into that back in the day.
But it's a new day.
Back in the day.
It is the 21st century.
It's cool. I like the little dino toes with like the white toes. I like that.
The white toes?
Yeah, it's like the dinosaur toes.
Yeah, white toe, just white nail polish is one thing, but French.
Yeah, French was back in the day. That was cool, man.
It's not cool no more.
It's
really?
No. All right.
Text my wife right now. Say.
And she probably tell you.
She definitely gonna say no.
Right.
She don't respect me.
I mean.
Also, blue nail polish is a dub too, but that's just me. That's just me. What? It's just me.
What color blue?
Blue.
All of them.
I don't do blue nail polish or blue eyeshadow. I don't see the purpose.
Blue eyeshadow looks good on no one. I don't care your skin color. White to black, it looks terrible. It looks bad on everybody.
Do you see why we've been doing this for a while? Because it just makes sense.
Anyway, let's jump into the show.
All right. I'm with that. I like the neon nail colors.
Those are fun.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Those are fun.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're going to get into the show. See, because Gavin be going on a tangent on his show.
Absolutely.
Please check out Paid in Exposure podcast.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Please.
We'll get all the details afterwards, though. But check out Paid in Exposure podcast. And shout out to Key, his co-host as well.
Shout out to her.
Yes.
Shout out to y'all.
All right, sis. I'm letting you take it away today.
Okay, so we are here to talk about you.
Oh, gosh.
And a very important initiative that you have going on June 13th.
Yes.
So talk to us a little bit about International
Albinism
Awareness Day.
Why did we I should have brung the thing. We could have.
Because you got the real setup.
Yeah, we're working on
Gavin
it.
has a studio.
Yeah.
Okay, so on June 13th, I am doing, it's International Albinism Day. So with that, what's happening is I'm going to do a photo walk. It was not supposed to be the same day. It really wasn't.
Okay.
But that's just how God works. Like everything got shifted around. It was that day. So I'll tell you a quick story. I was on a podcast. I can't even remember the name.
Wow.
And I don't even want to call out another podcast. So sorry. But I was on a podcast, and so I was talking to...
Hate to see it.
It's okay.
Wow.
It wasn't here, so there's no need of plugging nobody else. They ain't sending y'all no... Well,
You good.
I should have said that first. So anyway, I was on another podcast, and so I was talking to the guy, and I was it was a podcast you go on, they ask you you don't know no questions till you get there.
Oh.
So the first question is, what's your name? And the next question is, what you do? And then they create questions based off of your responses. Super dope.
Mm-hmm.
I tell y'all off air. So after I said what I do, I'm a photographer. He goes, give me three photos that you've taken or you were a part of that meant something special to you. Mm-hmm. So I started going there. By the time we got done, we was talking about me dealing with albinism my whole life. And I was just like, well, this is an intervention. I'm like, this is too deep. Like, all right, cool. I came here not knowing what was going to happen, and this happened. And so what was cool was he hit me up later and was like, bro, I don't know if you know, but some of the things that you put in your life and where you're helping other photographers is based off of experiences you had in the past. Mm-hmm. And I was like, okay, that's deep. Yeah. I like that. Right. And so I didn't think of it that way. And so I told a good friend, Vivian Page, I have to shout her out. Because
shout out to Vivian. Hey, girl.
I was talking to Vivian. I told her about that. And Vivian goes, well, June 13th is International Albinism Day. So, of course, I go, oh, yeah.
Not had no idea.
I knew that.
Fraudulent.
And so she was like, you should talk about that for that day. And I was like, all right. So before that, I was already planning a photo walk because we did one about a couple months ago, and it went very well. It was a fun time. And so I was planning a photo walk, and I was trying to do actually this Saturday, and it wasn't going to work. Mind you, this was months ago. So we set it on the 13th, and I was like, yo, I'm doing a photo walk. And I was like, and so everything started coming to me. What that guy had said, what Vivian was saying, and just me like self-reflecting over life. And I was like, yo, this would be super dope to do this photo walk. So we're going to do a photo walk. It's going to be super dope. The main thing, we just want to collab and help each other. And then I kind of just, I'm just telling my story a part of the process.
So why haven't you told your story before? Like, why now? Like, why did you choose now?
Because I realized it. That sounds so simple, and that's really what it is. A lot of times you ladies know, and congratulations to y'all for winning y'all grant, right? Thank you. A lot of grants, you have to have a story. I don't know if most people know, but like FedEx gives out like a bunch of money at the end of the year, right? They do. The grant I was telling y'all about at CP that they do, you have to have a story. I never knew my story or what it could be. And so a lot of times I just wasn't speaking about me having albinism just because it never really comes up. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, oh, I don't really have a story. And so then I was talking to Queen City Nerve, and I was talking to them, and the guy was like, yo, if you ever have a story, just hit me up and we'll try to help you out. And so I hit him up. I was like, I have the story. I have my story now. Can you help me? And he was like, done.
Justin and Ryan are really dope.
Yeah, Justin looked
really
out,
dope.
and I was like so happy. And then Ryan hit me up and was like, yo, this story is super dope, cool. He was like, I need more from you. So I was like, yo, thank you. And it's just been rolling since then. I reached out to y'all. Y'all very like accepting and So I was like, but it was great. You know what I'm saying? And everybody's been responding to it very, very well. It's more surprising than me to me.
I mean, but because I think for you, and I I can't speak for you, but I'm assuming like you have this really big personality. So maybe that's why it didn't maybe that's why you felt like you didn't have a story. But I really think it's brave of you to now come out and do it and like, and incorporate it into the walk. Like, I think that is like actually really brilliant. I'm actually gonna say that I'm not gonna be here for it.
Adios mio.
So kind of break that. So the photo walk, are you only going to be dealing with other people who, are like you, or is it just?
So it was funny because so that wasn't the plan. The plan that day is we're gonna just have models there. So all right. I put it like this. A lot of photographers I notice they're very introverted. And so a lot of them, a lot of photographers, they just get nervous or they just have issues with creating. Sometimes when they can't create, they just shut down and they have to go to their private space and just decompress, right? I don't have that issue no more. Now, sometimes I get overwhelmed. That's why I'm telling y'all, like, yo, it's great y'all going on vacation because you really do need that, right?
Absolutely.
And so that day, by me noticing that, I'm noticing like ways I can help photographers to say, hey, this is what you can do. Okay. You know, sometimes you need to plan out everything down to the wire. Sometimes I tell photographers, yo, if somebody's giving you $300-400 to shoot, maybe you take $100 and have somebody there to direct your stuff so you don't even have to worry about it. That takes something off of you. Maybe you need to outsource the business part or stuff like that. So I've been noticing that. So but now we're at this point now where we have people who are saying like, hey, you should have, you know, models with albinism there.
Absolutely.
And so I'm working on that part now, trying to get people there. If anybody's watching, they got somebody, let me know. But so that, and then also the biggest thing for me is just educating people, about albinism and just making it as normal as possible.
I wanted to ask you that. Like, so can you kind of break down what albinism is? I feel like people might think they know what it is, but like, what is it really?
So what it really is just a lack of pigment. Okay. So, and I have to say this. So I'm black. So
he's a Negro.
Yeah, I am. And so the reason why I say that because it affects all races. Most people don't know that.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought
it was like only black.
Yeah, me too.
No, it's so you can be white and just have no pigment at all. They have blonde hair. They're just white. And so it affects all races, Asian, like everything, seriously. And you can Google this. And so so the thing is, it's just a lack of pigment, but the effects is very like different. So me, I don't tan at all. Like my arms here is darker than here just because of sun in general. But like I don't tan, but it's easier for me to get skin cancer, right?
Right.
My vision, it's not the best, but it's better than most people that's like me. So it's things like that that just happen that you just have to be careful with and things of that nature. So it's more or less like that, but a lot of people don't know. So I didn't know. Like I was thinking about
that was educational right then. I had I literally did not know that. Yeah, I really thought it was just an African American thing.
Me too. And then I Googled something. I'm like, wait, what happened? And then so she's not albino, but I met a girl who I thought she was, and she was like, no, I actually just lost my pigment when I was a little girl. And so she was like light skinned. She's like very like, and now me and her the same complexion, but she was like, I just lost it all. And she was like, so many people ask me, am I albino? I'm like, nope.
Wow.
And she's biracial.
She's biracial.
Mad cool.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What?
It's okay.
What's wrong with Philly?
It's okay.
I'm so done.
So are you the only person in your family who has
albinism? I'm gonna help you out, so they won't kill me and say, "Oh, you don't care about black women." They do that.
No one's gonna say that.
Y'all won't. Yes, allegedly there's an aunt somewhere, but I don't know her.
Not alleged. Wait a minute.
But neither one of your parents are.
No. No, but it's on my mom's side.
Okay.
On my mother's side, apparently. So, from my understanding, when I was born, my granddad was the only one. My granddad was the only one that knew what was going on. And then my grandma, he had told my grandma, he's like, "Oh no, you're somebody down the line." But it gets passed down apparently from the mother's genes in the care, something like that. Look that up. People look that up just to make sure.
Right.
But I should probably know. But yeah.
Oh, this is really
very
interesting.
Yeah, it's deep. It's very fun. So I learned a lot just growing up.
Yeah. People
telling me, my mom, meeting other people. I've met like a few people that have albinism, so it was that. But just educating, and I want to help people to understand. So when people have kids, when they go to school or when your kids see someone, they won't.
Right.
They won't judge, or they just don't know, so they just assume other stuff, right? I remember when I was in the 8th grade, and I had a girl come up to me and just tell me, she was like, "You're not albino. Just to give you a heads up. You're white. Just to let you know." I was like,
"Damn." And
I looked at her and I was like, "Really?" I just looked at her because I didn't like her anyway. So but she didn't know, and then she gave me this slew of reasons why I wasn't. And
in the 8th grade?
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I thought I knew everything in 8th grade too. So.
Shout out to Naomi.
You know what I mean?
Oh my God.
I don't like her.
Damn.
In the 8th grade?
Yeah, she was rude, but Damn.
Damn.
And so I was just like looking at her, and I was just like, all right. And then none of it made sense. It just none of it made sense. And so, but But that caused me to start looking up. It caused me, I looked up more when my sister was having my nephew, because I'm like, okay, from my understanding, my little random research, it goes down to the woman. So I'm thinking like, what if my nephew? So I'm thinking about stuff like that. So it's just very interesting. So I just want to make it normal.
That is interesting.
Yeah.
So going back to the photo walk, I guess depending upon the success, would be willing to make it an annual thing?
Yeah, if the photo walk is cool, if it goes well, I want to. I always want to do something around this day, because I think it's an interesting story.
Yeah.
Like, so we have Albinism Day, and then they have a month.
When's the month?
I think it's September.
What you mean you think? You're supposed to know.
I just found this out.
Oh my gosh.
So
blocked.
So maybe do 2, one on International Awareness Day, and then
because possibly my thing is just like, the more we can tell this story, the more it becomes normal. The more that people understand when they're in school, the more people understand when they're on jobs,
especially kids.
Especially kids, because I can tell when I go out and people they meet me.
Stare at you?
Yeah, all the time.
Have you thought about maybe inviting kids to the photo walk?
So I've been thinking about that.
Some kids?
I've been thinking about that. I think my biggest, I have a project I want to do after this.
Okay.
And my project is I do want to photograph people with albinism. And I don't know how deep, let me tell you who put the battery in my back about that. Kevin Wilson. He went to school with y'all.
Shout out to K-Dub.
I talked to him
K-Dub.
a lot. And so I was talking to him, and he was like, yo, you need to do this. I'm putting this on you. Like, you have to do this. And so I was like, all right. So me and him been talking about it, trying to figure that out, how we can make that happen. Because I really want to do that. So that might be something. And then, whether it's kids, it's older people. I met a guy, he was an older cat, and he grew up in the 60s. Like, grew up in the 60s. And he was telling me how his life was, then. And he was like, yo, you think it was bad? Like, I had black people on my tail, but then I also had, like, I think his parents, that time frame, just how segregation and things was working. He was like, it was not sweet out here. And I'm looking at him like, I thought my life was hard. But, it was just difficult, things of that nature. So I do want to do that, but I also want to talk to kids, and talk to parents. Yeah. Because it's super hard. I was talking to my mom yesterday, and I was like, because she had saw a video we had did. Yeah. And my mom
was really good.
Thank you. But my mom was like, she started going on stuff she was going through at that time. And I'm like, oh, gosh.
I'm sure it was hard for her.
Yeah, because she
was
like,
it was hard for her.
She was like, I didn't know what to tell you. I didn't know what to tell you. I wanted to make sure you was okay. I wanted to give you that space. But I also, she went to like advocacy groups and things of that nature. And she was like, it was depressing. It was hard for me as a woman. And mind you, my mom she got married at 18, had me at 19. So she was a kid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
She was just like, it was rough out here. Yeah, so just learning stuff like that.
Have you thought about reaching out to, I know there's one model that works really closely with Rihanna. Actually, I know it was 2 because she had one. What is his name? His name is Sean.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
And then there's another one that she was working with, when she had her foundation out.
Yeah.
Have you thought about maybe reaching out to them?
I reached out to a couple of models. There's actually one girl in Atlanta. I cannot think of her name. I reached out to her today, who's super big. And then also the first albino model to cover Vogue. I actually DM'd her. And I'm like, so one day we got to cross up path and we got to shoot. And she was like, absolutely.
Oh, that's
she was like,
dope.
make that happen. So I want to make that happen. Things like that. Just to like, one, it'd be dope. One, she can really model, besides everything. And I'm like, oh, this would be a dope opportunity. And, just to kind of talk about stories and just how you overcome different things. Because a lot of us, I'm talking about everybody, especially people of color. We have to learn to love ourselves as quick as possible.
Yeah, we do.
Like, you have to. And I think it was harder once we were younger. Now these kids, I don't know. I really don't. They're too young for me. But, back then, when I was thinking about when I was younger, we were worrying about, I'll give you an example. I was talking to my cousins this weekend, and they were happy they were going to school with uniforms. And I was like, y'all really don't understand, like, how dope that is. And, like, the youngest one was not for it. The oldest one was like, I really don't care. And I'm like, yo, y'all don't know how many people used to get bullied for clothes. Yeah. Like, and I was like, I used to get bullied, and my parents had decent amount of money, but the kids who didn't, oh my goodness, they used to get drugged. And I'm like, at least now y'all don't even care about shoes. Y'all buying Air Forces to scuff them up because that's a cool thing.
Yeah. Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, but it's dope. You know what I'm saying? And so us, when we were younger, you're thinking about, okay, we came up right when social media was popping.
Yeah.
You know, you thinking about what we were wearing, what you looking like. Girls was doing their makeups. They didn't know what they was doing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And going through that time. But people of color, you have to learn to love yourself as quick as possible because it seems like the world is against you on all sides. Yeah. So I kind of want to talk to people about, just learn to love yourself. Things of that nature.
Yeah.
I think that's really dope, man.
I love it.
So give us all the details.
Okay.
When, where, what time?
Okay. The date is June 13th.
Yes.
5 p.m. It's going to go to 5 to 7. We might go a little bit over. Probably will. I'm going to go ahead and let y'all know that now.
Yeah.
But definitely come out. It's going to be in Uptown Charlotte. The the location will be released next Monday. So that'll be like the 7th or 8th, whatever that is, June 8th. The reason why I'm waiting is because I want to keep that suspenseful because it's not a location that's like, I've seen the location. It's actually off of Graham Street.
Yeah.
It's super dope, but it actually came up at our last photo walk.
Okay.
A girl, all the photographers was looking at a space. A girl had took a picture and they was like, we love this space. Like, where is it? And she could not remember. I don't know if she was lying or not. You're a photographer. Sometimes you don't want to give up your space. They don't want to tell you. And so, lucky for me, I was driving around and I found it.
Right.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh, we going there. And so I want to go there because, a bunch of the photographers that was there last time. So it's going to be Uptown Charlotte. But if you go to PaidExposurePodcast.com, jeez. I was trying to do a shorter website.
Ours is long, too.
Yeah, headwrapsandlipsticks.com.
Okay. Y'all longer than ours.
Yeah, yours might be longer.
Yeah, it might be. Yeah. It's too long. But if you go there, it will be there. Just sign up. Let me know what you want to sign up as.
I was going to ask
as a photographer.
Like a registration or something.
Yeah, it is. And the only reason why I'm doing that is because so I can kind of know how many models I have, how many photographers I have. I got people signing up that just want to be supportive. Because there's a supporter thing. And that just so you can get more information and follow up on what's going on. But please sign up. And if you want to just swing by, throw some waters out there, it might be kind of weird, but if you want to bring your child out there so I can meet them, do it. Because I shake their hand. But the only reason why I say it's kind of weird because sometimes as a child, I remember people kept wanting to talk to me, and I was just like,
could you chill, bro? Yeah, like I don't want to talk to you.
Yeah, because I'm like,
but it could be the start of a conversation.
Absolutely.
So that's why I'm know when they leave, they're gonna ask. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. It is kind of weird. Like when I'll tell you the coolest part about this, about looking like me.
Okay.
It is kind of cool to see people that look exactly like you. It is kind of scary at the same time. I saw a boy. I kid you not. I was a sophomore in college, and bruh was 10, and he stopped me in my tracks because I saw him at Best Buy, and I was like, I look exactly like him at 10, and it was scary. And he put his head down. And I'm like, yo, that looks just like me, and I wanted to go dap him up, but I'm like,
what you think your son about to look like?
I don't know.
He gonna look just like you.
Yeah, but he ain't gonna be I don't know what shade he gonna be. My wife had a dream of what he'll look like. He's darker than both of us, though. Yeah. He is. Every mom that has talked, you should ask your family members. Every mom that has spoken to both of us, it says you will see your kid in a dream, and that's what they're gonna look like.
Oh my
God. I don't want that.
I
don't want that.
Literally,
I'll wake up and be like, oh no.
Yeah, and she was like, I saw him. She saw his hair. She saw the back of his head.
Yeah.
And I was like, what shade was it? She was like, oh, he's darker than both of us.
Ooh,
like, right.
Wow.
Scandal.
But your parents are like dark skinned though, right?
My mom is a little bit lighter than y'all.
Okay.
My dad is darker than y'all.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, it might fall in there somewhere.
It might. And then,
nice little caramel.
Yeah. And then,
macchiato type of vibes.
And then she's Puerto Rican, so I don't know how that's gonna line
Oh yeah, that's true.
I don't know.
Yeah, nice little caramel. Iced coffee type of vibes.
As long as your child is healthy, that's all that matters.
Period.
Amen.
That's all that matters. That's what I'm praying for.
Period. I'm gonna see if I don't know if we're gonna get back in time, but if we are, I'm gonna slide through though.
Yeah, if you guys.
We come back that day.
Ooh, y'all ain't gonna do that from vacation.
Well, we off the next day too.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, it's gonna be quick. It's gonna be when I say quick,
Period.
it's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Last time was super, super fun. Last time I got caught off guard, because I was expecting. All right. Not trying to be rude. I invited like 4 models. 3 of them flaked like 2 hours before. So
Why? Because they wasn't getting paid, or
nah, it was just
models.
People
do that.
they do that.
Models will.
Thank you for saving me for what I was about to do.
No, you trying to keep it cute, and that's nice. But models be flaking.
They flake,
and sucks.
Yeah,
and so I was like, all right.
I would want, you know what I'm saying, somebody want to take my picture, like,
yeah, and
not think, right?
And I'm telling people, even if you're not a model, but if you want to come out there, if let's say you want to, you aspire to be a model, you want to try that out, you want to see if you this is a great time if you're a photographer and you just need to work on your portfolio. Come out. That's what I'm encouraging people to do. But the last time, so I had only one model showed up, and when I pulled up, nobody was there. So I told my wife, I was like, well, at least I get to take pictures of my boy. Shout out to Corey who was there. And so I was like, I'll take pictures of Corey. We keep it moving. And Corey pulls up and he goes, why are you back here? Everybody's back there. Ooh. And I was like, what? And so I told my wife, I was like, I'm expecting Corey, maybe like 4 models. It had to be like 15 plus out there.
That's great.
We probably had like 7 models showed up. And it was super dope.
That's what's up.
And mind you, that was 48 hours before that I had posted about it. And the cool thing was,
now you're giving them more than enough time. Like,
and yeah, now I done gave people like 2 months. So I'm like, yo, y'all can show up. Let's have some fun. Right. So I encourage everybody, if y'all have time, swing through.
Yeah. I really do want to slide through.
Yeah. I don't want to see you, but it's cool.
See, y'all heard that, right? The mic picked it up.
Then I'm not.
It didn't. You even got your headphones on. You don't know what happened.
I know it picked it up. Okay, I'm not new to this. I'm true to this.
True to this?
Oh my gosh.
All right, you ready to get into the show?
Ooh.
Let's do it.
You gonna talk some shit with us?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, I can curse now. We good.
Yes, I can do.
Y'all ain't cuss. I ain't know if I can cuss.
What?
We cuss all.
Yeah,
well,
I know, but y'all ain't cuss yet.
I get in trouble all the time for cussing.
She gets in trouble for my grandmother and my godmother.
Yes,
that'll be all right.
I'm
when we did the shoot, y'all was talking about that.
Yeah, that'll be all right.
See, I listen to y'all.
They'll be okay.
Every once in a while.
Ooh.
I listen to black women.
Go ahead, sis.
What?
You know what? So we got a little bit here. It's kind of light because the last couple episodes have been like
heavy,
deep.
Yeah. So we're gonna start with the politics. So it is the 100th year anniversary of the 1921 Tulsa massacre that happened in Oklahoma. Our president, Mr. Joe Biden, is actually the first sitting president to visit the neighborhood of Greenwood, where hundreds of black people were murdered and chased out of their homes for no good reason other than the fact of just being black. So he's actually the first sitting president to even visit this neighborhood. And it's pretty
that's embarrassing.
It's very embarrassing.
That's embarrassing that he's the first president to ever.
Yeah.
When you said that, I was like, ain't no way.
Yeah, no.
That's crazy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
To think not even like Barack went there.
Yeah, that is a little odd.
But he did go. He did this. He went to the Selma.
He went to the Selma.
That's what it was. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was a 50. Was that the 50th anniversary?
50th. Yeah. So I mean, I guess in some of the other can't even say that. I was gonna say in their defense, it's not but the 50th anniversary of Tulsa happened. The 5-year anniversary of Tulsa happened. 2-year anniversary. But anyway, yeah. So what he did do while he was there was he did finally declare that white supremacy is a serious lethal threat to the United States, and that's all we really. I mean, it's not like we didn't already know that, but it was a major thing. If you guys remember, at the debates, President. What's his name? 45 was talking about. He did not want to say it. He could barely say the word white supremacy in a sentence.
He said stand back and stand by, right?
That's what he did say.
Yes, right?
He did say stand back and stand by. And
I heard that.
Yeah. And that's why January 6th happened. Actually, speaking of January 6th, some Republicans pretty much blocked a certain bill that's supposed to protect certain people in regards to that, but we'll get into that another time. If you do not know what the Tulsa Massacre is, because there's so much of Black history or American history that is not being taught, please educate yourselves on it. It's a serious thing that happens to people that look like us. Unfortunately, it's not like it can't happen again. So please just educate yourselves. There's actually a documentary that is happening on PBS.
Yes. Shout out to Black Girl Digital.
Yes. Yeah, it actually is going to be on PBS the whole month of June. And it's going to be focusing solely on the Tulsa Massacre. So please just, if you don't have PBS, I do know Nat Geo's also having a documentary. I know, I think it's either ABC or CBS is doing something about it. So, if Google's not enough for you, watch documentaries. I don't know. Just please educate yourself on what's happening, on what happened. The last 2 survivors are still living.
Viola Fletcher
Yeah.
and Van Hughes or something. I don't have his name correct, but they're like brother and sister, or whatever.
Yeah.
And we talked about it last week where I was saying how they went up to.
Yep.
Where'd they go?
They went to DC.
So went to DC to try to reconcile and get some justice.
Yeah.
For that, and we talked about how could they even reconcile that in the first place.
Yeah.
So
it's a mess. The name of the documentary on PBS is called Tulsa: The Fire and the Forgotten. So yeah, all month of June, tune in PBS. Please support public broadcasting station.
Absolutely.
So shout out to Sesame Street. So yeah, but anyway, also on a political spectrum, we're gonna take a little trip overseas into Asia, where China is making headlines again for two reasons. So first, actually, China reported the first human case of H10N3 bird flu. A possible first. A man in eastern China has contracted what might be the world's first case of the H10N3 strain of bird flu, but the risk of large-scale spread is low, the government said early this week. He's a 41-year-old man northwest of Shanghai. He was hospitalized back in April. It's June. We're just hearing about this, but it's okay. No case has been reported anywhere, but I just feel like y'all need to know.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
Me either.
I don't like that.
The bird flu is something that happened many years ago.
That was the early 2000s, right? Wasn't it?
I think that was the last time No, that was H1N. Was it the same thing?
Yeah,
H1N1?
I thought that was the swine flu.
This is H10N3. I don't know.
These shit's got serious
H10N3. Yeah.
She looking like she know what that means.
I mean, from H1 to N1 to H10 to N3, that sounds intense. Like, what's the other, like, what's in between? Like, what's the
Oh, here we go. No, you're right. You're actually right. So, so let's see. The case of bird flu, like, since the strand, so the first strand was, like, in the late 1990s in Hong Kong's poultry markets. But then in between 2013 and 2017, another bird flu named H7N9 infected more than 1,500 people in China whose close contact through close contact with infected chickens.
What is going on in China?
I don't know.
Like their farmers market, like meat market, like what?
I don't know.
Like what's the vibe? Like what are we practicing here? Like
cute.
what are healthy precautions? Like what's happening here?
It's
like
not cute at all.
It's tough.
What is going on?
I do like the fact that they do have it under control. They're saying it's really no need to worry, but we just want to let y'all know that this is a thing. He's stable. He's being quarantined. So let's just do one of these and just keep it like this. Also in China, I don't know if you guys know this. So many years ago, China put in a one-child policy. Throughout the country, basically because if you guys have not read a book, China is extremely populated.
Yes.
You think America don't got room? China is a different level. So yeah, they put in a policy, one child. Don't come over here having 2-3 kids, right? But they've had a change of heart. So now they have a 3-child policy.
Triplets.
Okay.
Now they just went up to the 2-child policy like 2 years ago because a lot of what was happening in China was that there are men who cannot find women. So like when they first instilled the 1-child policy, right, which I think was back in the 60s or whatever, they were making like if you had a daughter, you could keep the second child, and hopefully the second child would be a son. But if it wasn't, then they were like sterilizing women and making them have abortions and whatnot. So a lot of women, like a lot of girl children, were tossed to the side, right? So there are not as many women in China to offset the men who are looking for wives and whatnot. So there are like women who would go, like there are men who would like go up to like dating boards and read what they had to offer.
Nice.
Because there were just
don't listen to me.
That's not nice.
Don't listen to me.
Lucky them. Like you get to see what it is, how much money they have, what kind of schooling they have.
That's what y'all do here.
It is.
I mean,
it is.
If we're gonna be honest.
But 2 years ago, I think it was when they instilled the 2-child policy. So now you're saying that they're instilling a 3-child policy.
Yeah. So, basically it's like, it's been a dramatic decline in births in the world's most populous country. So there's some measures that kind of come along with this new policy. So China will they'll lower educational costs for families, step up tax and housing support, guarantee the legal interests of working women, and clamp down on sky-high dowries. It said without giving specifics.
You know what a dowry is, right?
No, I don't. What is that?
So a dowry is like a bride price. Yes.
Oh my God.
Nice.
So girls was like, oh, you want a wife? Run me them
Cough it up.
3 million
Wow.
yen. Is it yen?
Yes, I think so.
Yen. Yeah, so they would go, they would like, come on, man, I need you to be.
I think it is.
I need you to be helping me here. But yeah, so there was a bride price, and they were like skyrocketing their bride price, because like, well, you want to be my man so bad, where's the money?
Yeah, the cost of, Crazy Rich Asians. Like,
this pod is wild.
it would also look to educate young people on marriage and love. So they actually had a fertility rate of 1.3. Wait, hold on. China had a fertility rate of just 1.3. How was it a 0.3? What's the point? Okay. China had a fertility rate of just 1.3 children per woman in 2020, on par with aging societies like Japan and Italy, and far short of roughly 2.1 needed for replacement level. I'm confused on the point.
I don't know
It's just
about
an average, right?
What's the decimal here? Who's having 1.3 kids?
when you round it up, math.
Then let's just say 1.
Okay.
How you spell that?
Because even if we're rounding it's
math.
to the nearest,
Yeah,
so it's
math.
1.
How you spell it?
Math.
That make no sense.
The only reason they doing this is because there are way more boomers than there are like us, and there's not enough people to take care of them old people in China. That's the problem, because y'all threw away all those kids.
Well, listen to what this 30-year-old mother said.
Oh gosh.
She said the problem was that women bore most of the responsibility of raising children. So basically, y'all want all these kids, but yet you don't want to stay home and take care of them. That's basically what she's saying. She said if men could do more to raise a child, or if families could give more consideration for women who just had children, actually, a lot of women would be able to have a second child. But thinking of the big picture, realistically, I don't want to have a second child, and a third one is even more impossible. Damn. So basically, the woman's is like, we was kind of cool with this one-child policy.
She closed the kitchen.
I mean...
That's interesting. I wonder how many other women think like that.
If you don't have help, like raising a kid is not easy. You definitely need help. Like, so, you know what I'm saying? You want the kid.
I'll let y'all know.
You want all these kids,
yes,
but
let us know. Let us know how it is.
Yeah, like it's nobody got time for that.
Let us know how it is.
Nobody has time for that.
You hear it on the pod. You're in there crying.
Right.
And I think that's actually it for politics.
That's it for politics?
That is it for right now.
Okay, well, we are going to move right ahead. It for right now. With entertainment. Naomi Osaka.
Love her.
Right behind Serena is one of the greatest
she is
of all time.
I love her.
Earlier this week was she fined by the French Open?
She was fined by the French Open because she told them that she was not doing any media. First she said she wasn't doing any media. Then she came back and said that actually I'm not even gonna play. I'm gonna withdraw. And they still fined her on top of the fact that she was getting death threats and a whole bunch of other stuff.
Right. And so after that, yesterday she dropped her iOS press release and said, you know what? Y'all want to find me? Now I'm dropping out. So good luck with all that. Have fun with your ratings or whatever. Yeah. And I'll see y'all at the next Open.
Yeah.
I think that's a power move in her position. Because, we think about, we have seen Serena Williams go through some crazy stuff in the media, right?
Ridiculous.
In terms of dealing with media and questions and things like that, and asking her, well, why are you not smiling today? Like, bitch, I just lost the game.
Yeah, or I'm hot.
You know what I'm saying?
It is hot out there.
I have my period.
And to Naomi's extent, she was saying things like, I get real bad anxiety when it comes to doing these press events, and I'm an introvert, I really don't want to be doing all this,
She said she was battling depression too since 2017 or 2018. So,
and you would think sports would really look at and say, all right, who's bringing us this money in, and what can we do to help them?
Right.
Whether it's, maybe your press team needs to be virtually. Maybe it needs to be, you can speak to her later at a different time. Maybe you can do it before the match, whatever the case may be. But for them to say, like, all right, we're going to find you. Then you say, hey, which I applaud her because she's saying, hey, my mental health is way more important. I need a break. Right. And she's sitting back. And then, you know, you have people like Piers Morgan coming out and clowning her about all this. And it's just like,
he's still talking? Absolutely. Are you serious?
Yeah. He was talking about her and he was like, he called her a brat. He was like, yo, who you think you are, pretty much. And you know what's sad is like somebody's going through something mentally. Yeah. And that's the first thing you say. It's like, yo, you being a brat. I'm sorry that you're depressed. You got mental health issues. You're getting threats.
But that doesn't shock me. Look what he did to the Duchess, whatever.
I'm sorry, he was being a brat when his co-host called him out and he walked off the show.
I'm not going to take this anymore.
Can y'all imagine somebody coming on y'all pod and y'all walking off? Y'all like, all right, you going to leave me here on the mic?
Right, that's crazy.
Like, I wish.
I'm going to kick you off like Oprah did Tommy Hilfiger back in the day.
That's crazy.
Remember when he said he don't like working with black people and she was like, oh.
Well,
you can leave my couch.
Like.
Period.
There's a door, bitch.
Somebody right now probably is like, who is Tommy Hilfiger? They don't understand
honestly,
how
please
deep
don't
that
say
is.
that.
No, it's probably somebody.
Just like you were telling me the other day how somebody said, oh, it'd be cool if they can put music on our Twitter page. Like, so,
yeah.
Oh, no.
So MySpace.
Yeah.
No, I don't want that.
Remember you said that?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't want that.
MySpace.
Yeah.
But let me say something to my my black people about Naomi real quick and how fake y'all are. Because
Wait, what?
Some people are fake. I just be remembering things because Naomi's been in the media for a long time. True. And I remember when when coronavirus first hit and she made a serious statement about xenophobia and everything going on because of her culture and things like that. Y'all were coming for her. Because for some reason, when she spoke about her Asian side, you felt like she was neglecting her African American side, or her Caribbean side. And I think y'all are real trash for that. So pick a side. When y'all were coming for her about speaking about xenophobia and how it's offending her, y'all were joining the ridicule. Now it's all like, oh, my sis Naomi, da da da. Like, y'all are fake. I just want to say that.
I hate that how we do that to each other.
And it's really messed up for biracial kids like that too. In terms of like, you know, I think that's why a lot of biracial, and I'm assuming like have like identity issues because like literally like just like what you said, like they be like, so what you want me to do? Do you not want me to speak about my Japanese brothers and sisters?
Right.
Like, what do you want me to say? Like,
it's always us, man. Like we do so much stuff that only our people feel like it's always us.
Always.
It's like, and it sucks because I was talking to people about like, so my wife is Puerto Rican, right? And I was talking to people how people like they come for her because she's dating a black man. And I was telling like, and it was funny because I was having a conversation with somebody and I'm like, yo, it's a lot of people that say something to her.
Really?
Yeah. But y'all gotta understand, y'all from up north.
That's what I was about to say. I was like,
y'all from up north.
I mean,
her people are from up north.
Growing up seeing Spanish and blacks
that was
normal.
It was a regular Tuesday.
Yeah.
It was weird.
I understand.
Honestly.
You know?
And so, but people down south, they don't see that. They don't understand that either. You know what I'm saying? And so I was telling somebody about that, and I had a young lady. Shout out to Sasha. She went to A&T as well. And she's Korean, and her man is black.
Oh,
and
I follow her. Sasha Nicole. Yes, I know her. Yes.
Sasha's mad cool. And me and her was talking about like just how people say stuff to her. And because, you know, her daughters are dark.
Yes.
And she said so many people come up to her and they think that she's adopted her daughters. And she's just like, she goes off on people. And, you know, she was like, yeah, she said, because if you follow her or, you know, she identifies as a black woman, but she looks Korean. She always talks about her Korean side. And, you know, she identifies with both sides. But the thing is, she was like, it's always us, though. We'll come up and, you know, I always tell them, like, yeah, it's tough. I make the running joke that black women be coming for me, and they do sometimes but some of it's because of like, oh, your wife. And then they find out she's Spanish, and then it's a whole different issue. It's not an issue.
We're going to have a conversation about that one of these days because I feel like that's a very touchy topic when it comes to, when it comes to the black identity, you know what I'm saying? And then when it comes to relationships, love, things like that, it's even on a professional level, like I do want to have a conversation about that because I don't have to keep saying y'all are, you know, y'all fake because it's just, I don't know.
Some of it's just pure ignorance.
I think we're just really hard on each other.
Yeah.
And I think that has to do with like I do think it is like an aspect of white supremacy in a sense, like a trickle down thing of like, you got to be the best, right?
Yeah.
And that comes from being trained up to be like, well, why isn't this right? Okay, so why aren't you together, right? Even and this is a great segue into what we're about to talk about, which is Monique.
Yeah.
Monique made a video. She did a video in a robe.
Let me go.
She did.
She made a video in a robe.
Let me go.
Stating that women, like black women, need to start to go when they go out in public. They need to be presentable, and they shouldn't wear bonnets in public. I mean, and the irony is not lost upon me that you are one girl in a robe with no bra on.
Not one.
Telling black women that they need to be dressed better. You got the clip, sis?
I do. It's 5 minutes long, but I'm only going to play like maybe a minute of it.
Okay.
Oh, God. Very ghetto. I'm so tired of this.
So, it took me a minute to say what I'm getting ready to say because I want to make sure I'm not saying it in judgment. And I want to make sure I'm saying it from a place of love. Y'all, some of y'all have given me the title of auntie. And I'm honored that y'all do that, right? But there are times where auntie got to talk to her babies and say some real shit. So yesterday, I was in the airport in Atlanta because I'm in Jackson, Mississippi now at Chuckles Comedy Club, right? And we got 3 shows tonight. We got a matinee at 5:30, then we got 7, then we got 10, right? And I'm excited. I always love going to the stage. So when we got to the airport yesterday, I was excited, like, all right, baby, let's go get him in Jackson, Mississippi. And as we began to walk through the airport, I saw so many, actually too many to count and too many for me to tap. But I saw so many of our young sisters in head bonnets, scarves, slippers, pajamas, blankets wrapped around them. And this is how they're showing up to the airport. And I've been seeing it, not just at the airport. I've been seeing it at the store, at the mall.
All right.
Y'all ain't gonna like my take, but go ahead.
Shout outs to our good friend Chris, Mr. Lewis, for sending it. I know you probably mad I didn't respond. I did not feel like arguing about this just yet, and I know we are gonna talk about it in the show. So here's our response.
I stand with you.
Okay.
Go ahead, sis.
So for years, I remember I used to travel to Virginia, to see my aunt, or if we had family stuff going on. My hair was done. If I was gonna be in the car for several hours, my scarf stayed on my head. I used to get in trouble all the time with my grandmother and even my great grandmother and my godmother, the 3 Musketeers. I used to get in trouble all the time, because I was just raised as a little debutante and all that stuff like that. So that was unacceptable to them.
You raise money?
Yeah, I used to. Yeah, I used to do all that stuff, and so it's totally unacceptable to them. But as I got older, I did understand where they're coming from. I did understand it. As a woman now, it's like, all right, I can unwrap my hair, or if my hair is still wrapped, I just leave the scarf on. So, in my opinion, I shouldn't say, kind of talking about piggybacking off what Monique was saying. Do I think it's appropriate? No. However, I think y'all just need to mind your business. I don't understand, what, I really don't understand what other women and how they're dressing. It's just like we were talking about last week with that clip from the Scorpio Gemini, the Zodiac sign podcast, talking about
dress how you want to be addressed.
Dress how you want to be addressed. So if you see a woman in the airport with bonnets on and slides, am I not going to address her as Brittany, as Sierra, as Sherelle? What are you trying to say here? Who would, for her to say something, for Monique to be like, it's unpresentable, and like sis said, you're doing a video on YouTube in your robe.
With no bra on.
No bra. No nothing. You look beautiful.
You look great.
You had all the moisture in your face. You're in a robe on YouTube telling other women in slippers, pajamas, and bonnets that it's inappropriate to walk through the airport. You don't know what these girls could be they might not have any clothes to wear at the airport. They might be running away from an abusive relationship, and that's all they can grab. Mind y'all business. Period. Mind your business. It's whatever a woman wants to wear, just like whatever a man wants to wear. If he want to have his pants showing his ass, then that's on him. Mind your business. Mind your business. Cause I guess it's because my grandmother's like, it's nobody's business. Like, leave them alone. Like, they not bothering you. Absolutely. Look the other way. Like, you expect everybody to walk through the airport looking like a lecturer from Pose? No, that's not how it works. Yes, I'm a Pose queen now.
She was your favorite?
Oh,
why do you go to her?
Oh, honey, a lecturer is everything to me.
Man, whatever, man.
Love her. But everybody can't walk through the airport looking like that. Everybody can't do that.
That's my show.
That's my show too.
So I really don't understand what the problem is.
What were you gonna say, Gavin, about this?
Sorry.
Huh?
What were you gonna say?
No, we're gonna let black women go first.
No. I want to hear what you have to say. Okay, you a man here. I want to hear what you have to say.
I agree with everything you said. Like, I don't disagree with nothing. I grew up in the South, in the church. Excuse my language if you hear anything I say. Mm-hmm. So, but just know that. So I grew up I have nothing but aunts. All my uncles are married in. I have nothing but girl cousins. Mm-hmm. I have to state that. Now I have boy cousins now, which is family got bigger. But the reason why I state that is because all of the women, I remember being younger and hearing my grandmother or my mom or my aunts tell my sister, my cousins, take that bonnet off, get in the car. Mm-hmm. I've been around, and I think it's a Southern thing. I think it's an older Southern thing. Mm-hmm. That's why I really think it is. Now, you two ladies are from up north, so if you grew up in that area, then this must be just an older generation thing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, I'm with you. Do I like to see it? Do I want to see it? Do I think it? No. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Also, who am I? I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Now, if I ever have a daughter and she going out, I probably am going to tell her, like, yo, we're not doing that. Because, now, mind you, I don't like seeing bonnets out in public, but it was funny because I said that and a black woman said, well, I hope to never see you out with a do-rag on your head. And I go, damn, I never thought of it. Since then, I have not worn a do-rag. Because I was like, yo, I can't feel that way and not say, whatever. But then, we had that conversation. But my thing is always going to be like, my problem with Monique is, love her to death. Mm-hmm. You're not everybody auntie. You're not everybody mom either. Yeah. You're not nobody's auntie. You ain't everybody's like mom. It's not up to you to educate the community. Mm-hmm. We in a whole different generation. We've seen you try to put yourself in places to educate people, and you've actually pushed them away. And I know she's gotten a lot better, and I know she's gotten unfair labels on certain things, but at the same time, this generation is just so different. Like, our parents don't understand certain things, our grandparents, our aunts don't. Absolutely. So sometimes you just got to say, like, I'm going to leave that. I'm going to let that rock.
Yeah. Right.
If she wanted to, she should have just put it in a comedy. She could have put it in a joke.
Yeah, she really could have. Made it a part of her stand-up.
And then maybe it caused people to do whatever. But, however, I judge all people that wear pajama pants out in public. Sorry. I just think you stink.
I think in terms of being in the airport, like, I don't know. Like, I think in terms of being in the airport, I think it's just kind of like, where was comfortable. You about to be sitting on a plane for however many hours.
Right.
Why would I not want to save my hairdo? Mm-hmm. I'm sorry. I am not going to the airport. Granted, I don't wear bonnets out in public, but like, again, it's not my business. And to me, it did kind of feel a little bit like respectability politics in a sense, like, oh, it makes us look bad or whatever. And it's like,
makes who look bad?
And who are we trying to look good for?
Right.
Like,
and something else bothered me. She said, I saw too many people with it on that I could not touch. That means she went up to people. Mm-hmm. Nobody wants to be approached. And because what's coming out your mouth? Baby, why you had that on?
Yes.
Look presentable. You don't want to hear that when you about to fly somewhere and you got to sit with that on the plane and deal with that, because that's a lot, especially somebody coming from a statue that's coming up to you and be like, hey, you don't look presentable.
Imagine Monique come up to you in the airport and is like, hey, baby, now you my sister.
Yeah.
And this is all love.
Maybe something's going on. You don't know if somebody is balding under there, they're burnt under there. They might just have a scarf on to cover it up just to look natural because they don't want to wear a cap. You don't know what's people's situation or circumstances. And you want to go up to them and tap them on the shoulder and say, yo, black women deal with enough already. We ain't got to tap them on the shoulder in the middle of an airport in Atlanta, of all places.
That's why I said I was like, so we're in Atlanta.
And be like, hey.
The blackest hub ever in the country.
And be like, yeah, you're not looking, hey, baby, you're not looking presentable.
I just don't understand why never mind, I ain't going.
Let's run through these last two so that we can get to our questions for our, what's it called? Rapid fire questions?
Damn,
yeah, we can call that.
DaBaby is in some shit again.
Here we go.
Oh my my God.
He was allegedly, this is all alleged at this point. Allegedly, he was in a shootout in Miami. He was at a club in a section, him and his crew, and there was a crew next to them, and they were not getting along.
Yeah.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, it gives me like Tupac, Biggie vibes, whatever. So they leave the club, and
why y'all in a club in the middle of a pandemic? Sorry.
this is really why are you in the club in the middle of a pandemic, baby? DaBaby.
They not social distancing.
So anyway, I guess the second, so the DaBaby and his crew leave, and the other crew follow them, and they drive up beside him and start spraying the car.
Oh yeah, that is very, very much Biggie.
Yes.
Tupac vibes.
Yes.
Wow. I don't
So
like that.
allegedly, DaBaby and his crew, some of his crew have been detained in Miami for shooting. Yeah, I remember Miami. DaBaby shot that boy in the Walmart.
Yeah, right there in Huntersville.
In Huntersville.
The bill.
Which I was shocked. I didn't realize that was a hood Walmart. I didn't realize
Yo, chill.
it.
That's near me.
It's a hood one. They got stuff
it's-
locked up over there.
Oh, they do.
No.
But I mean, it's
Yeah, the detergent or the deodorant, some stuff is
yeah,
locked up
because
over
the hood
there.
come over there, but you know,
Yeah,
they're white.
yeah.
No, I just was in here. I picked up the deodorant like it
I was like, what was
They must do it at a certain time, 5:00.
Dove? I know the Dove soap was locked up one time I went over there.
it wasn't.
Probably definitely the deodorant. That's definitely like that.
The one at Huntersville?
Yeah.
Oh no.
You mean
I had to go
Wilson?
over there to get some eye drops, and they were locked up.
Oh.
I needed eye drops.
Well, it's small. That's probably why. People, you can steal that. Allegedly, I've heard. I don't know.
Wow.
All right. Next thing. The last thing I have on this list is Rory and Mal. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, so y'all know this whole situation with. Listen.
This is that.
Okay.
This is a sore subject for Gavin.
Yeah. So you know the Joe Budden podcast is in shambles.
The Mixie Boys.
Rory and Mal were fired on the air, and of
Eskimo
course Joe
brothers.
Budden was talking about he is going to sue their pants off if they even think about starting the podcast.
them.
The nerve of them, right?
Yeah.
Well, Rory and Mal was like, okay. They gave their little they wrote their little opinion piece, or not wrote it.
They did
The video?
Yeah, they did their little, they pretty
watched
much
that.
told
Yeah,
their
so did
side. It was great. And then 2 weeks later, we have some promos for a new show. The promo was actually pretty good. I don't know if they kind of were shading Joe with the dude
Absolutely.
that was, yeah. So I'm gonna say this: I am gonna tune in. I do want to see. I really wasn't a huge Joe Budden podcast. I'm
Don't
not
mess
about
my
to
man name up.
Listen, I'm whatever. Pump. All right. I wasn't about to sit and listen to the 3-hour show. So maybe Rory and Mal show will be an hour, between an hour and an hour and a half, like your favorite podcast host right here. Ooh. So I'm excited for them.
Yeah.
I am excited for them, that their work is not stopping and they got some. What you got to say? Yeah.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
what you
crazy.
gotta say?
I was hoping y'all
What
would.
y'all gonna say?
Oh,
What happened?
The commercial was really good.
It was great.
It was really good. So funny enough, when I was starting my podcast, which is because of y'all put the battery in my back last time.
We did, and
Y'all
we're
did.
very proud of you because you was like you kept saying you was going to quit
At 30.
Yeah, and
I
it's
was
well
trying.
past 30. Which are like 67.
No, we're at 82 now.
Oh shoot.
Yeah, but so I had to do. Google was doing a podcast grant that I did not even make it to the next round. But this.
Neither did
We
we.
did.
Oh, okay. So we in good company.
Yeah,
I'm in good
yeah,
company.
we're all losers.
So, y'all remember the section where you remember there was that section where you had to review a podcast?
Yes.
So I reviewed one of the podcasts I reviewed was the Joe Budden podcast. So I'm saying all that to say, because I really listen. My issue with Roy and Mal is they don't like podcasting. They have said it multiple times. They've said how they're not fans of it. They're saying like in their hour-long video response was like, hey, we don't care about podcasting, but we cared about that podcast. Okay, cool, great, which is fine.
Yeah.
Nothing's wrong with that. But so I'm interested to see how long will they do it. However, I think the video aspect and stuff like that, it was really gonna pop for them.
Yeah.
I was saying to sis, like I thought the setup
Yeah.
Smart.
very nice.
Yeah.
It's very simple. It's clean. It looks good. Like I think it looks better than where they were.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, because
whatever that
Yeah.
situation was at the Joe Budden
Yeah.
podcast, like it looks good.
Let me ask you this: when and I'm not saying y'all followed it, but like with all that whole breakup, did it make y'all look at each other and say like, let's make sure we have our stuff together? Because that's what it made me do. Like with my co-host and say like, yo, all right, let's set like a little foundation. I know we're doing this for fun. I know we both invested. I know we have a lot going on, but let's make sure we're clear about some type of ground rules. Did it make y'all think, like, not rethink, but make y'all just have like a meeting or some sort?
We talked about it, you know, because it's just like, you know, we're a team, so it's like,
Absolutely.
you know, I think our audience knows that. It's like, and we actually made kind of like a little response, I guess you want to say that, like, you know, it's like, look, like this is the brand. Like, if one of us goes, like, the show is done. Like, that's just what it is. So yeah, I mean, more so on a business side, like just having like affairs in order. But
we've always kind of been like on that path. Anyway. Like even like from day one, like we were like, well, we want to do this, and this.
I text this about everything from the lip service questions to, I mean, if somebody DMs them like, hey, you know what I mean? It's nothing. And that's what, it's nothing to hide. Like, and that's what we said. Like, if you have a host like Joe, who is literally hiding everything from you, so I don't even know who these new dudes are on the show now.
They just all friends.
Yeah, I mean, and that's but still, there should be some type of type of thing there, friendship or not.
I laugh at when I say laugh at the whole situation. Joe is an asshole.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he's from Jersey.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
And so Joe's an asshole.
No shade to the Jersey followers.
He has
all shade.
Wow. And but he has like a certain genius about him where he seems to land on his feet in different various ways. And
I think he just has maybe a good management team.
Maybe. And but you know what I'm saying? But it's funny, you're watching this, and I forced my wife to listen because I listened to all these
poor
episodes.
Karina.
She likes it now.
Thoughts and prayers to her.
Oh, you make her listen to the Joe Budden podcast? Oh my
prayers
God.
up for Karina.
She's
y'all.
pregnant.
She finds it funny.
Why
So
would
we
you do that?
listen to it together. And
Prayers up for Karina, y'all.
one thing I was telling her, I'm
Your
like,
child gonna come out loud and wrong.
probably. Wow.
Making
He
her
definitely
listen
gonna
to
be
Joe.
loud, and I be wrong sometimes. So, but he might be listening. Too. But I was telling her, I was like, man, Joe said one thing, and I really like Joe. He's my favorite person on there. My least favorite person was Rory.
The white boy, right?
Yeah, with the red hair.
Okay.
He was my least favorite, but Rory always made me watch. I'm cool with somebody. It's a great show. Is always you hate somebody, but you don't stop watching it.
Yes.
And so Rory did that for me, and I was cool with it. He seemed too yesy for me. But that's a whole nother subject. But what I was telling
Well, clearly, because look at what we got going on here.
And so, but I was,
you know what I'm saying?
He said,
like,
you have to admit, like,
you can't be a yes man like that,
Rory
bro.
running down the story of like how many times he let so many things slide.
Yeah.
Was like, how could you let all of that stuff slide? Like, to me, that didn't make any sense.
It didn't make sense. And then one thing that bothered me about this whole situation, Park said something one episode. That's the guy who's not on camera.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he said something. He said, "You're a 1099," and that bothered me because to me, what that raised to me was, well, were you an employee?
Right.
Now, Rory Mal was like, we weren't employees. We built something together, blah, blah, blah. But you can't, if you're getting fired, then it is causing something. However, I do think these new guys on there, I'm guaranteeing now they are employees. And I think what's going to end up happening, I'm interested to see what happened because sometimes Joe said he did that whole episode. He was ranting, going off and off. And you got to live with a lot of stuff you say.
Oh,
yes.
If you're cool with burning down a bridge, you got to be cool that you can never cross that again. And when that happens, what happens on the other side of that bridge, you got to live with.
Yeah.
So when Joe's numbers start going down, when stuff stopped working anymore, you know, if that ever does happen, it's going to be interesting. So I'm interested to see. I'm going to keep listening. I laugh. The music is a little worse, but.
Damn.
Yeah, that intro is just.
Yeah. Icing-ish.
Yeah, like
You don't know.
No, I haven't heard it, like I said.
Don't.
I only heard it twice.
I haven't heard it at all.
It's not cute.
All right. It is time for us to do rapid fire questions.
Oh wait, no, we gotta talk about Hawaiian Punch real quick.
Oh.
Nobody
I
get
forgot
that
all
shit.
about it.
Yeah, we gotta talk about Hawaiian Punch real quick.
Hawaiian Punch is nasty. We've
Absolutely.
all come to that.
Except for the orange.
Nope, all of it is
Nah.
nasty. All of it
It's
is nasty.
disgusting.
But
Ugh.
someone typed into Google, they was like, why is Hawaiian Punch never cold?
Why did you need to know that? Like,
I mean, well, I'm glad because this is what Google said.
like
It said, don't worry. Apparently, it's scientifically proven that it cannot get cold unless it is in an environment colder than 31 degrees Fahrenheit. That's right. The low juice content and tons of sugar prevent it from getting cold in a normal situation.
It has that.
it has that what? Ew.
Oh, I'm gonna be so mad when I go back to edit this and you that.
We don't do ASMR here.
Please.
Oh my god.
So
I have to
nasty.
edit that part out.
Oh my
I
gosh.
hate it.
Throw that in y'all intro. Just say, put that out and put it.
No.
It could be an interesting sound effect though. Like
No,
it
no.
could be.
It's disgusting.
No, but sis don't do ASMR.
I used to hate all the house parties I used to go up to because people don't know. I went to A&T. I didn't, but I was always up there. And
So you didn't.
I did not. But I used to try to throw up the little T thing in the club and it didn't work.
Why would you?
Wait, a what?
You know when y'all throw up y'all sign?
Yeah,
I tried. Yeah, and then everybody slapped my hand down because they knew I ain't go there.
Yeah, wow.
But it was a guy who had albinism who went there, and everybody thought that was me, but he had dreads, so I couldn't get that off either.
I feel like I think I know
Yeah,
what you're talking
me
about.
too.
The point is, every house party I went to at A&T had Hawaiian Punch, and I was pissed.
Oh, for sure.
Oh yeah, because it's cheap.
Yeah,
you get the
you
big
used to
gallon.
mix it in a cooler
Yeah,
with
nice
all the
little
other
punch.
stuff. And it was called, what was it used to call it, make the Jolly Ranch. Stop! You used to make it called the Jolly Rancher drink or something.
Yeah.
The Jolly Ranchers.
No, thank you. Absolutely not.
Very ghetto.
Yeah, so.
Ugh.
Is that it?
The more you know. Yeah, I think that's it for right now. Well, no, it's not. I'm sorry. So last thing. So June is 3 different things. There's a lot going on in the month of June. So June is Pride Month.
I got on my Pride Apple Watch band.
Oh, you do?
Yes.
You're so coordinated.
I know.
So shout outs to all of our LGBTQ plus listeners, the community. We're with you, and happy Pride Month to you all. Yeah. Also, it is Men's Health Month. So my mans, we do. We do. Y'all do. My mans, make sure y'all taking care of yourselves. Honestly, I'm going to recommend that you go back into time into season 2 of Headwraps and Lipsticks, where we celebrated Men's Health Month, and we were talking creative health, physical health, mental health, and spiritual health. Really great interviews, and I will say that all of those men that we interviewed are still doing the work. Shout outs to Alvin, shout outs to Curtis, shout outs to Rashawn, shout outs to Colby, shout outs to Freddie, and shout outs to our very good friend Charles. Shout outs to Charles.
Yeah.
Shout out to Charles.
Keep doing the work. So I think maybe what we'll do is just kind of highlight some of these great men out here, living healthy lifestyle, and not just healthy, just, creating a healthy legacy, on social media and things like that.
Get
and then
therapy.
lastly, June is also Black Music Month. One of my favorite months, because y'all know I am a serious music junkie, music head. I cannot survive without music. So yeah, maybe we'll put together a playlist. Maybe we'll also just highlight some of our favorite artists.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, highlight some of our favorite artists. Maybe like Drake.
Oh.
You don't like Drake, right?
No, I just wanted. That's why I wanted to do that.
She didn't want to hear Drake at our photo shoot.
She didn't.
Yeah,
it's
rude.
It's okay, but he is part of Black Music Month.
Yeah, he is.
But we will highlight some others besides Drake. There's so many others putting out great music, especially right here in Charlotte. So if you actually have, any of your favorite artists that you want us to listen to, send them our way. Sierra's going to give us the social media handles, and that's it.
I'll give them at the end.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
That's it. So yeah, okay. So here we go with these questions, all right?
Okay.
You've had a little time to think about it. So this is get to know your faves.
You had no time. You didn't tell them what they
I don't
were.
know none of the questions.
It's okay. Let's get to know your faves. So when we do, for all our new listeners, when we do have a guest, we're gonna ask these rapid fire questions, and they're gonna answer them. So here we go. Favorite color?
Red.
Favorite book?
Oh shit. What?
Favorite book?
I don't know.
Book.
Oh, my favorite book right now is The Laws of Branding. It's just look it up. It's an orange book.
Okay, it's an orange book. Favorite celebrity?
Oh shit.
Probably Joe Budden.
Nah, it's Kanye.
Oh.
Don't ask.
Oh, favorite song?
Woo. Oh my goodness. All of the Lights by Kanye West.
Oh, I mean, yeah. Okay. Favorite podcast to listen to besides ours? And besides yours?
Y'all's it'd probably be the Joe Budden podcast. That's my joint.
Man, okay. Favorite television show?
Law and Order SVU. I want to be Olivia Benson for Halloween one year.
Favorite city to travel to besides your hometown?
Woo, Vegas. I'm going there this weekend.
Okay. Favorite thing to do when you're by yourself?
Not edit pictures. Shit.
Nerd.
Yeah.
But if that's what you like to do.
Yeah. Probably play my video game.
Okay.
Yeah.
Favorite game? It could be board or TV.
Oh shit. Grand Theft Auto.
Okay. And favorite black-owned business?
Ooh, that's a good
Favorite black-owned business. Wow, somebody's gonna be pissed here.
It's okay.
It's all right.
Damn. Who black? Everybody black.
Everybody's black. You've worked with a lot of people.
You have.
No,
Just
man, that's why I'm
pull one
pissed.
out.
I will give y'all. Let me do this. Shout out. Damn. Let's go to Pamper Us Mobile Massage. She's my favorite black entrepreneur. She has a mobile massage van, and she is super dope. She's in Charlotte.
Oh,
Brandy.
say less.
I will show y'all her. She is. Follow her. I promise you, she will make you hate how much you're not working on your business. I promise you that.
Wow.
She.
What did it say it
works her
again?
ass. It is It's Pamper. It's Pamper Mobile Massage. I will get y'all the right thing, but
Love it.
super dope.
That's what's
super
up.
dope.
Lit.
That's what's up.
Y'all was could at least let me thought about the book.
No.
I have a question for music though.
That's fire. That's what the fireside.
Oh,
Like, yeah.
You gotta make the noise well here. We don't have a sound. So
and I just like to do that.
no, you have to make.
What's one album that if you had to listen to for the rest of your life that you would listen to, that you would sit with?
Shit.
Now it don't have to be your favorite one, but you would have to like, this is the one I'm stuck with it.
Oh, he asking you that question.
I go with you,
Damn.
Philly.
I
you said you
gotta
love
pick
music.
one album.
Yeah, like you only gonna hear this for the rest of your life.
It'll be the Pulitzer winning Damn album by Kendrick
God.
Lamar. Yes.
That shit was fire. It wasn't his best, but
It's so fire.
Thank you.
It's so fire that it has a Pulitzer. Does your favorite rapper? Does your favorite rapper have a
to
Pulitzer?
Pimp a Butterfly or Damn?
To Pimp a Butterfly.
Thank you. Okay.
Damn is like it's like third on the list.
But
Thank you.
It has a Pulitzer.
So
It's
Does
cool.
your favorite rappers have a Pulitzer? Do they?
no, not
Do
yet.
They might.
Not yet.
They're not.
I love
going-
Kendrick. I think
Not
it's
yet.
Pimp a Butterfly.
Listen, I'm answering your question. The answer for me is Damn by Kendrick
Okay.
Lamar.
That's fair.
Mine is, and this is a hard question because honestly, it's probably like all of Jill Scott's albums. Like from.
What's your favorite Jill Scott album?
That's not a fair question because I like.
She told me to chill. I still love her though.
Because Jill Scott is she is the soundtrack to my life. There's not one song that does not, if I had something happen to me in my life, there's not one song that I can't listen to by Jill Scott. I'd be like, this bitch really knows my life.
Oh my god.
She told me to chill. I said something nasty to her on Twitter. Hold on a second.
That's all right.
Get it together.
I don't
love
know.
her.
I love Jill Scott. She's my favorite. She's my favorite singer ever. So yeah, all of Jill Scott's albums.
So
all
she
of
gonna
them.
take them off. All right.
All of them.
What about you? What's your answer?
It's honestly, it's gonna be one of Erykah Badu albums. I can't.
Baduism.
Nah, I don't even know. It's tossed up
Mama's
between
Gun?
that. It's between that and Mama's Gun. Like I really love Erykah Badu. I feel like you get a mix of it. You get singing, you get a little bit of rapping, but then you get the chill vibe. So I'm like, she got like 3 albums. I'm like, I don't know. I have to stick with it. It's not even my favorite album.
Wow, y'all got chill albums. Meanwhile, I'm trying to start the revolution.
With his third best album. That's cool.
Yeah.
It's got a Pulitzer. Anyway, so go ahead. We're gonna wrap the show up. Go ahead, give everybody
shit.
information again. Event where they can find the podcast, where they can find you. Everything you want
The
everybody to
event,
know.
June 13th, which is a Sunday. So don't tell me you got to go to the dentist. I had a girl try to cancel because she had to go to the dentist, which is on Sunday. She's a liar. I don't trust you. The point is,
They definitely
these
close
models
on
be
Sunday.
flaking. You know
They
that.
definitely
You're right.
close on
You're
Sunday.
right. You're right.
June 13th in Uptown Charlotte. Please sign up at PainExposurePodcast.com. Please follow the podcast, _podcast. I think.
You don't know.
These names be too long, man. Follow me. I am _Gavin B. And I want to thank y'all. Y'all can find the podcast wherever you want to, but you know, that's not important. What's important is I want to thank y'all. Cause y'all I really do fuck with y'all. Y'all really put a battery in my back. And when I left y'all was like, yo, we holding you to it. Don't quit. And I was like, all right. I'm gonna quit this shit in 25. I told him 30. I quit in 25.
And look, and now you got a
we
co-host.
Yeah, I got a co-host who super dope. She got stuck with me simply because she came on one time and people kept asking about her. They like the women's
That's how it
perspective.
is.
They
Black
love
women.
her. Absolutely, they like her checking me on black
do
women
too.
shit.
Yes.
You know,
Shout out to you, Key.
sometimes y'all be wrong.
Salute. No, I don't think so. I don't
That's
think
fair.
that's it.
I'm not gonna
I
give
don't
us
think
out.
that's it.
But I really am thankful for y'all and y'all killing it. And I want to encourage y'all to keep this shit going.
Thank
like
you, boo.
seriously, y'all touch a lot of people.
Aw.
I like when I posted y'all picture. A lot of people was hitting me up like, "Oh, I love them." I'm like, "Yeah, only one of them cool, but it's cool." So
This is fame, bro.
seriously, keep y'all shit going. Keep it going. Y'all are needed in this space, and especially in Charlotte. I know y'all ain't from here, but y'all really are touching people in Charlotte.
I rock with the
appreciate
Queen
that.
If I
City.
wasn't a thug, I would shed a tear.
Good, Jace.
thug adjacent. Available on the website, www.headwrapsandlipsticks.com. Anything else you would like to let the people know?
Nah, I love y'all. Y'all cool.
Thank you for being here today.
Thank you.
We really appreciate it or
Hopefully
whatever.
my muscles look good.
Oh. All right.
I make sure the shirt was small too, you know what I'm saying?
It's like that episode of Fresh Prince when Carlton got out the pool and Ashley's friend.
Wow.
Like that, you just did that. That's what that reminded me of because he was doing the most.
I'm gonna just wrap it up. We got a 5-star rating. Shout out to Stacy Brown following directions.
Okay, Stacy.
Okay.
She left a comment on last week's video. She said 5 stars. I love this podcast. Thank you so much, Stacy. We really appreciate it.
Do that now.
Yeah. You can give us 5 stars as well. Thank you, girl. We really appreciate it.
You better give us 5 stars.
We are on so many things. We're on Twitter at HeadWrapPod. We're on Instagram at Headwraps and Lipsticks. Check out our Facebook page, Headwraps and Lipsticks, the podcast. Or you can go to our website where we have crew necks t-shirts that are for sale but not on sale at www.headwrapsandlipsticks.com.
I love that.
Where you can also listen to all of our episodes. In the description box, we are still trying to get our studio and be like Gavin, But our GoFundMe is in the link. So if you want to donate, please tap the GoFundMe if you don't really mess with GoFundMe.
Yeah.
Our Cash App is $HeadWrapPod. So we take your cash either way. However
Either
you want
way.
to do it. We will take it. We are on a bunch of
PPP
platforms. Sorry, please. We are on Spotify, SoundCloud, Stitcher, Google Play, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, and YouTube. You leave a 5 stars like Stacey Brown did because she follows directions.
Right.
We will read your review on the air. And it's that simple.
And again, we will not be having an episode next week. Sorry. Just make sure you're following us on TikTok because we're going to be at somebody's beach, somebody's pool.
You know what? I want to get so dark at Mexico that when I come back, they be like, hey, Blackie, like I want...
Wow.
All right. You know what? Let me just do this. Let me just do this joke. I'm going to do this joke. All right. I got a joke. I'm not...
Have fun. Y'all going to Cancun? Y'all going to Cancun?
Tulum.
Oh, this podcast is off to... Oh, my gosh. I can't wrap my head around girls going to Tulum, but y'all going. Sorry, no disrespect.
You ever been?
No.
Oh, okay.
So you mad.
All the girls be out there.
And we will also be some of the girls out
Okay.
there. And
I
Go to the
work
cave.
at the bank.
that was a TikTok reference.
I'm not on TikTok.
I know.
I'm sorry. All right. Anyways.
All right. Go ahead for your joke.
Okay, so actually, I just got this joke because I was like, oh my God, I forgot a joke. And then I just got this joke, so here we go.
It better be funny.
Dad joke. How do cats like their steak?
All right, man. I'm going to holler at y'all, all right? I'm going to holler at y'all.
And that was from our good friend Kev on stage. I'm telling you, I gotta go toe to toe. But shout out to Sean J for sending me the joke last minute. Shout out to you, bro. Like I literally didn't have a joke, and I saw that you text me. I was like, oh my God, what's bro talking about? My bro always comes through. You
Sean
understand?
J is done out here.
Sean J is the bro, always the bro,
I'm done.
and I appreciate it. I also appreciate Kev on stage for maybe one day we'll be able to record at his studio.
I mean, yeah.
I go toe to toe with him on the dad jokes and then crack up with Tony Baker. I just adore him.
For sure. All right, y'all. Peace out. See y'all in 2 weeks.
See you on the flip side.
Bye.
See y'all in Tulum.
What? Okay.
Goodbye.